I think one of the closest times I'm with God is when I'm hunting, because you're all alone in the wilderness, and it's like you have all this time alone to yourself and God.
I think the moments that felt really close to God is when I had my appendix surgery. I was just lying in a hospital bed. I didn't know what to do, and I was in like the worst pain of my life, and I was so sick, and I had nowhere else to turn to, so I just really looked to God to help me.
I went to the worship conference last summer, and I sang in the 130-person honors choir, I guess. And there was, we come from a really small church, so there's only 50 people. And being in that church, there was like thousands, and it was just, or at least hundreds, it just felt like thousands. And everybody was singing, and it was just praises to God, and it was the most eye-opening moment I've ever had in my entire life. And it hit me like I could feel God.
A couple days ago, I was walking out in the woods, and I was looking up at the stars, and it just came to me that God is a great person. God is always with me, and I'm always with God. And it was a close moment between me and God.
Anytime that I just feel extremely happy and I don't feel like there's anything I am lacking, or I just see other people happy, I feel that God is making my life good, and I'm thankful for it.
Like walking home, if it's late at night, after like a play practice or something, and just, seeing the stars in the sky, even though you can't see that many in Portland, but you think about nature, and that leads you to think about God's great creation.
I felt really close to God when I hear really well given preachers that give really well written sermons and everything, and they really relate to my life, and I think about how they can be incorporated into my life. I feel really close to God because I feel like He's talking to me through that person.
I would have to say Confirmation Sunday, because it showed publicly that I put my faith and trust in Him.
One of the days that I was probably really close to God was on my confirmation day or on my baptism day, because I got baptized when I was in 6th grade. At first, when we first started going to church, it was kind of weird because I never went to church before, but then I started to like it, and then when we got baptized, it was like, oh wow, this is really cool, because I'm like, just knowing that you were reborn and you're now a child of God just completely changes the way that you look at things.